The morning sun peeked through the tall oaks of Maplewood College, scattering golden light across the old red brick campus. Students hurried to their classes, clutching coffee cups and laptops. Amid the crowd, Aidan and Maria walked side by side, their shoes worn, their backpacks heavy, and their dreams even heavier. They weren't just classmates. They were survivors. Both came from families who could barely afford to send them to college. Aidan worked nights at a diner, while Maria cleaned offices after classes. They shared notes, meals, and sometimes, even silence, the kind that comes when life is too loud to speak. One cold November morning, their economics professor, Mr. Thomas, handed back graded assignments. His usual calm face seemed more serious than usual. "Some of you did well," he said. "And some of you," his eyes softened as they landed on Aidan and Maria, "have potential that goes far beyond these grades." Aidan looked down at his paper, a C-. Maria's was the same. They exchanged a quick, disappointed glance. After class, Mr. Thomas called them over. "I know you both are trying," he said gently. "I see it every day, the late arrivals, the sleepy eyes, the effort. But I also see something else: hunger. Not just for education, for survival." Aidan's throat tightened. "We're doing our best, sir. I work nights." "I know," Mr. Thomas interrupted softly. "And that's exactly why I want to help." He handed them each an envelope. "Sir, what's this?" Maria asked, confused. "Scholarship applications," he replied. "There's a fund for underprivileged students, and I'm nominating both of you. But you'll need a letter of recommendation, from a professor." Aidan blinked. "Would you?" "I already wrote it," Mr. Thomas smiled. "I just need your signatures." For a moment, the world seemed to stop. Gratitude filled the small office like sunlight through stained glass. Weeks passed. Winter deepened. The two friends waited anxiously for the results. Then, one icy afternoon, an email popped up: "Congratulations. You've both been awarded the Maplewood Scholars Grant." Tears filled Maria's eyes. Aidan laughed, a laugh that came from a place deeper than joy, from relief. They ran across campus to find Mr. Thomas, but when they reached his office, the door was locked. A note was taped to it. "I'm retiring early. Life has its seasons, and it's time for my next one. Remember, the greatest lessons aren't in books, but in the hearts you touch along the way. Keep passing it on. T." A month later, they learned the truth. Mr. Thomas had been quietly battling cancer. Instead of using his remaining salary for treatment abroad, he had donated it to the scholarship fund, making sure two of his students had a chance at the future he'd soon be leaving behind. That spring, as flowers bloomed across the quad, Aidan and Maria stood beneath the old oak tree with tears and smiles mingled on their faces. They started a small campus fund in his name, the Thomas Kindness Grant, to help struggling students every year. Years later, both became teachers. And every time they looked into the eyes of a student in need, they remembered the man who taught them the truest lesson of all. Kindness is the only investment that never fails.